I was waiting on the red dot.
There you go. Red dot is there. It's hot. We hot, baby.
Hey everybody, we're back.
Yeah, 2/3 of Free Agent Sports Vlog is here. Sorry we missed the last couple of weeks. We've been doing some athletic
Busy.
things.
It's
Uh,
the two who name rhyme, Mo and Zoe. We are
Mo and
here.
Zo. Florida is under the weather, so we get his picks. So send a prayer out for him real quick if you can. Mo, how have you been?
I'm doing good, but before they go to praying, I hope that make sure they pray to the right person. We don't want him to get worse. We want him to get better.
We call him Florida, aka Flo, but his name is A. We're gonna call him AJ. I ain't gonna give out his full government name.
Yeah, let's not give out his government. Somebody might be trying to steal his identity.
Yeah, we got ops in these streets, so we can't give out the full identity.
How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm good.
So, not sure. I think the game getting ready to start, but I think this is a trash bowl, and I know that sounds real messed up. But ain't it Carolina and the Bears tonight?
Ooh, I think so. I'm a free agent, so I don't pay attention to it.
No, the only reason I know is because I asked my brother when I was on the phone with him earlier, and he was like, he didn't know, and we was both trying to Google it, and when I did Google, I think it said the Bears and the Panthers.
Okay, well, yeah. I think we'll see. I got it on here on the paper, but
I'm going with Chicago. I was just saying, if them two playing, I'm going with Chicago. You ain't even got to ask me when we get to the NFL. Chicago it is.
Man, are we going to review the last few weeks, or are we just going to rock and roll from last week?
I mean, let's go from last week, and we'll look at the overall. I think we about caught up on the overalls. I'm not sure, because I think we missing something. You know what? I'm going to get us better organized next year. It's just been hectic with changing jobs mid-season. And the job that I'm
called being adults. We just being adults and parents and big sisters and big brothers.
Adulting is hard. Florida's just a text message. What he say?
Let me see. Excuse my dog.
The dog on the show too. It's fine.
Yeah, she getting on my nerves. Anybody looking for a dog?
What kind of dog is it?
It's a mix. It's not mixed with a pit bull, but it's just a mix. But she's house trained. She go outside and do her work, and
That sounds like you're trying to get rid of a kid. She's housebroken. She's part of train.
In a sense, got to get rid of one kid and playing for another kid. So
hey, that's God's blessings, though. Congratulations on the new edition coming. It's gonna be a Pisces, a March Pisces. That's kind of scary.
Oh, don't tell me that now.
As a female Pisces that dated a March Pisces, he was different.
Here we go. Rachel said, I already got to deal with the Taurus, and I forgot what Michael is.
When is birthday?
August 5th. Yeah, I looked it up, but I forgot what he was.
Leo.
Yeah, Leo. So I got a bull, a lion.
Hey, my dad was Leo. His birthday was August 11th, and like men with Leo qualities, like those are phenomenal. So, like, I'm getting ready to get a half sleeve, and it's gonna be a Leo, but it's gonna have like the lion looking down into the water, and it's gonna be the Pisces symbol. Like my dad's still watching over me. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, I want to get a tattoo for my three boys.
You should wait until I will wait until like April, so you can kind of see what his personality is gonna be like.
Well, I'm trying to get them all the same, all the same first initial. So I'm gonna try to tie that into it somehow.
It's a bunch of M's.
Yeah.
You can't get no M&Ms on your body. Yeah. Like you just can't get M&Ms. But
it'd be like M to the third power or something like that.
Ooh, I like that. And do like M to the third power and then have like their names all coming from the M. That'll be lit. Or with the way the M is made, you can do one name going up it, one name going across, and then one name going down.
Mm. I'm figuring something. I'm gonna find me somebody to do it.
I'm about to say, all you gotta do is describe basically what your concept or what you're trying to do,
Yeah,
and let them just freestyle it and just
yeah.
make them draw it out, sketch it out first. Don't be like the commercial that said no regrets. It
Oh man, and
was supposed to be
what was
regrets.
the Black Ink Crew? Oh, he done messed up and spelling the tattoo.
I used to
Man,
love that show. It was funny. They
keywords.
had more drama going on in that shop than a little bit.
I felt like who was that? I think it was DC Young Fly. He's like, man, do anybody do tattoos on the show?
Cause I used to be like, for this to be a tattoo shop, you ain't see that many tattoos just being done.
No, they made any money somehow, but they just didn't advertise that many tattoos or display that many. Excuse me, sorry. And South Carolina State basketball is taking on South Florida now, but we're gonna get into. I'm logged in. Okay, Florida's on his way. He's gonna be driving, so if he go in and out, that's why.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's why I asked for us to go early. Cause one of my friends, he drives trucks and he done pulled up in the Lou tonight, and he want me and Pooh and them to come and hang with him. So
okay.
one of the bros from Valley.
I'm about to come back. I'm about to come back out there. I got family in St. Louis. Y'all just
Yeah,
they're just crazy for me. Not my family, but the city of St. Louis is crazy.
I mean you're not wrong.
Yeah, I was having my auntie move, and then just we sitting at the red light. Somebody in the old school, they're just doing 360s, doing circles. And he's like, "Oh, they probably stole their
Wait,
car."
what part of town was you in?
I think East St. Louis.
So first of all, that's not even in Missouri. That's on the Illinois side. You cannot. The
Well,
east
you know,
side is
he's on not the Illinois side. He's on the other side.
okay. So it ain't East St. Louis. Then well, technically you would be like he stays in the east part of St. Louis. And
Mm,
not saying East St. Louis because you say East St. Louis, the first thing we're gonna think is the east side.
yeah, but it
But
shocked
that's
me.
why I go to get all my food at because that's where the good food is in East St. Louis.
It's always in the hood places.
But you know, most of the people that migrated up here from like Mississippi, Alabama, and stuff like that, most of them settled in East St. Louis.
Oh shit!
So,
Yeah, it shocked me to see like McDonald's had like a bulletproof glass.
you sure you
Uh,
wasn't on the east side?
it was just shocked me. They had security inside the grocery store. I was like, is this the
Well,
grocery
they do
store?
that on the St. Louis side too. Like it's been shootings at gas stations, people robbing the bank. This just been here in the last couple of weeks. You know, high speed chases that result. It's always a high speed chase. I remember one morning I was going to do maybe Amazon,
Mm,
and my we literally ran into, like, I was going this way and somebody was in a high speed chase coming towards us going down the middle of the highway, and I was like, oh dear lord, so I swerved over out of their way
mm,
because there's so many people that get into accidents that's just minding their business and driving along, and somebody speeding in a high speed chase. I'm like, just pull over.
right.
Why are you risking everybody else's life on the highway?
Yeah, we had one this week that ended in shootout on the highway. So it's already traffic going one way. Then you have a highway chase and the end of the shootout. So you got traffic both ways just stop.
Yeah, and you live that, like, I know you used to traffic, baby. I hate getting off of work at 5 o'clock because I work in St. Charles, so I have to take the interstate back to downtown, and literally it's always backed up traffic. I remember the other night. I'm glad we didn't end up doing the show because I was stuck in traffic.
Yeah,
Took me over 30 minutes to go like 2 miles.
yeah,
Then yesterday I was on the way home and three cars. It was a three-car accident, and I couldn't go around them on either side because of traffic. They weren't letting people over,
yeah.
and I wasn't gonna risk getting hit. So I was just stuck. And then a police officer came, and then there was this officer came up to my window. He was like, "Were you involved in the accident?" I said, "No, I'm just trying to go home." He was like, "Hey, let her through." And he started directing traffic.
Yeah, yeah. When I worked at Dallas ISD, I get off at 4. I wouldn't get home till 6. Yeah, and traffic would be that bad. But good thing was that's before I had kids. So
Well, that's true.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah. But now my kids are with me. So, but we still back road shotting.
I'm about to say, how your kids shaping up right now? Because I know most people that got children with the changing of the weather and everything, they kids are getting sick, sniffles, colds.
We are in an elementary school. If you work in an elementary school, you know it's just yeah.
I worked at the
Yeah.
high school and they had germs too. Because I know
But it's worse on the
the
elementary
flu
because
shot
they
and but I kept hand sanitizer in my classroom. They had their own bottle that I had purchased because you're a teacher, so you understand that you purchase supplies for everybody.
yep.
And I had my own hand sanitizer on my desk. You know these little clown monkeys. They wanted to use mine.
Yeah, we have like four or five big bottles around the room, but the first supply on the list is hand sanitizer.
You would think that because I had like the lowest grade I had was ninth.
Mm.
When them kids before they come in the classroom, I would have a desk straight. It was every class changed. The desk all crooked and all over the place, the paper all over the floor. I used to be like, man, this is they tripping.
Yeah, I had sped all the time I've been teaching, so yeah, it's enhanced.
My cousin is in Massachusetts. She's over like this bed curriculum or whatnot for her district.
Mm,
I forgot what her title is, but she does a great job.
that's good. And she over it, so she may be. Uh, it's slipping my
She
mind.
spent most of her life in meetings.
Yeah, it's slipping my mind right now. My education is done at 4 o'clock. But
Look,
man,
I gotta go ahead and get this done early tonight because
mm,
whew, Friday and Saturday are about to be doozies.
I want to drive to Pine Bluff because it's only 4 hours for me. Because
That's what Graham got tomorrow.
yeah,
Well, Saturday.
Friday.
They playing on Friday. I ain't gonna be
Saturday.
able to watch it until like I'm not gonna be able to watch it because we got a hockey game, men's ice hockey, and that's one of my sports. And we have our home opener tomorrow night at 7:10, and then they'll play again Saturday at 7:10. But I also have football, the final home game of the season, on Saturday at 2. So Saturday gonna be over a 12-hour day for me.
Woo.
So I'm trying to get rest while I can, cause
Okay. Well, I'm gonna help you out. Let's go ahead and look at these scores for the last week.
I don't even
Why?
know how I did last week.
Hold on. Why is tripping? Why is it only showing me? Why is it only? I don't want just me. There we go. There we
Did
go.
I to maximize it?
You know what, Mo? We gonna do this. I'm gonna let this be the screen. Boom.
Okay,
There we go.
that works for me.
All right. Can you see that?
Yes. Well, I
All
can't
right.
see all of our picks, but
I'm gonna slide over.
okay.
Let me see. Does that make it look better?
Yup.
All right. Can you see all the picks now?
Yes.
All right. So looking at last week, we had Delaware at Morgan State with the win. 3 the hallway on there. I'm sorry, I got my phone in the way. Boom. We had Howard at South Carolina State. We all chose Howard, and South Carolina said, "Forget y'all. We showing up for this game," and they won.
Showed up for nothing this season.
We got Norfolk with the Central. We all chose Central, and Central showed up. Mo, who did you want? I couldn't find
Oh,
your.
I didn't pick Valley. I picked Bethune.
She picked Bethune. Give her credit. She got 6.
I about to say Valley wasn't gonna get me again.
Yeah, I chose Valley. I'm done with Valley.
I mean, until they put, like I told my brother on the phone earlier, until they put more money into the budget, that team isn't going to prosper. And it's simple as that. They're not
that's
putting
just,
money into it.
that's just like Morehouse. They only had 2 home games and practicing on concrete. Long story short, they fired the coach after 8 months. He was hired after recruiting season. So yeah, it was an uphill battle, but he's
That's
gone.
terrible.
Yeah. But let's get back to these picks. This one right here is hurts.
That one hurt my heart.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
that's who Valley played this weekend, Alabama State.
they got Alabama State. Okay, so we got Graham was at Alabama State in Mobile for the Port City Classic.
And that poor.
Uh, Alabama State put it off. We all chose Graham, so we all took L's. The band, I have to say this: the band did not go because I heard it was some contract issues.
I
So they
think typically, the band always goes to classics, but I also think that if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think. Alabama State band don't travel to everybody. And so
yeah,
the thing
you right.
is, they be wanting people to travel to them to entertain their crowd where they can have like a zero quarter, a fifth quarter. And
Yeah,
I don't think that that's fair because if these other schools can allocate funding in their budget to make sure that their band travels to you, you can't get them the same courtesy.
right. Because I know Grambling usually don't travel to the Alabama schools, and the Alabama schools usually don't travel to us. But
But
with this
that's
being
in
one black,
Louisiana.
yeah,
Valley would travel to Alabama State all the time. Alabama State won't return the troops, so Valley stopped going.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's good though that they stopped going. Uh, FAMU at Alabama A&M. We all chose FAM. FAM pulled it out. Maybe the shocker, or I don't even want to say shocker, but Southern at Alcorn. Me and Mo chose Southern. Florida chose Alcorn. Alcorn got the win.
Third part is I was gonna pick Alcorn, and I was like, no, Southern might pull it off.
Yeah,
And
I
it was
thought
more so wishful thinking on my part to try to make the West more competitive. And I was like, maybe if I wish it enough, Southern pull off the win, but they didn't.
yeah, I'm at the point where I'm not going to rely on other teams to help Grambling because Grambling not helping themselves no more.
That's true, because at this
So
point, with their loss, hasn't Alcorn sewn up the West?
I say no because they still got Jackson. They still got to play Jackson, and they still got one more. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't have my tablet with me.
But I'm like, wouldn't that still technically make them tied with Southern Grambling?
If they lose their 3 games, yeah,
But they got the head to head over both of us. Well,
right.
both teams.
They got the head to head over us, but Prairie View has the head to head over Alcorn.
Oh. And
Yeah,
I
so
thought Prairie View lost to Alcorn.
no, Prairie View beat Alcorn by 3. Last minute field goal.
Really?
Yep.
When they played?
Uh, they played right before State Fair Classic. Yeah, I think it was right before State Fair Classic. I think because that gave PV their second win in the conference because the first one was Texas Southern. Yeah,
You are correct. 23-20.
yeah. And okay, next game, Pine Bluff at PV. We all chose PV. Pine Bluff is having a rebuilding year, so PV pulled it off. We had Stu at Jackson State. We all chose Jackson State. I chose Jackson State because Andrew Body is redshirting. So
I'm not.
hopefully be better next year. Be back
You didn't see
before.
his last message.
Yeah. Huh?
Did you see Florida last message?
Hold on.
Don't read it on the show.
This boy here. Okay. Okay. Uh. So Mo went 6-2 last week. I went 5-3. Florida went 6-2. All right. We're gonna skip to week 11, which is this week coming up. All right. So we got Norfolk at Delaware. Mo, who we got?
Ain't this Big Worm school?
Yup.
That's who I'm going with.
It should be an easy win for them. We got Morgan at South Carolina State. I like Morgan's defense. Their defense is nice.
I want to pick Morgan. I do, but I'm gonna go South Carolina State. I mean, if I drop it, that's cool. But with the coach retiring, I just feel like they're gonna win. Like
Mm,
they gotta try to win out because they don't want him to just go out bad, bad.
right. Uh,
Central.
I don't know. We don't know which how HU gonna show up. So Friday
Graham.
night. Tomorrow night on ESPNU.
Friday Night Lights.
Yep. Uh, Graham at Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Give me the big G, not the little.
Okay.
I'm
Then we got Alabama A&M at BCU.
gonna go with the Bulldogs.
They got the number one offense in the SWAC. We were number one, but we've been on a downhill for a while. So yeah.
How long was this man's contract? Oh, my bad. That's not nice.
I don't know. Is this the last year? He got one more year.
I think he got one more because this was his second season.
Who?
Uh, this ain't that
Maynard?
man's second season.
Maynard?
I'm talking about that Graham.
Yeah, his second season.
What was he on the 3-year
I think
contract?
he got four. So I think he got two more.
Okay.
It's usually four when you go to ground.
Okay. Well, in this case, it's Valley Senior Day, but I'm going with the Bumblebees.
All right. Then you got PV at SU.
We go preview.
Going on PV.
FAMU.
That should be an easy win for FAMU. And we got
Mhm.
Alcorn at 2.
No, Alcorn. Sorry, somebody shoot
What you wear?
outside somewhere.
Oh, you better get
They
low.
done shot like four. They done shot like 14 rounds. I'm like, if you got to shoot all of that and you ain't hit your target, then you something wrong.
Wow.
Top five, I want to suspend it for the day because at this point, the only thing I know is FAMU at the top.
FAMU over Central?
Ooh, see, when I be
Yeah.
thinking, here's the thing, automatically because I'm sweat, born, bred, raised, I'm
Uh-huh.
always going sweat. Now, going into the Celebration Bowl, of course, I'm still gonna go sweat. That may not reflect my pick, but I think that Central obviously has a great team. But I'm swag. I ain't got my shirt on tonight, but I am swag.
Yeah, the
Um,
way everyone playing, I was like, I ain't putting on no Grambling shirt
I couldn't
tonight.
even look. I was like, that shirt is in there, and it's gonna stay in there right now because I don't feel like looking for it. When I got in from work today, I just sat here.
Right.
Um, so I think obviously I go fam because I'm swag. Um, Central and FAMU is interchangeable, so number two would definitely be Central.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jackson State at 3. At
What?
4, at 4, I'm thinking Norfolk. And at 5, I really don't know who to put in there.
I'm thinking 3 Alcorn.
Well, yeah, Alcorn definitely can go up there, but the thing is, I don't even like Alcorn right now, and that's why my picks are biased.
Yeah.
Because realistically, I think they cheated the G. We screwed ourselves, but realistically, that game was dumb. I think we was cheated. Um, Alcorn done got a few struggle wins that I think that had proper calls been made, I don't think they would have won those games. So that's why I don't feel like they deserve to be at number 3. They squad ain't like.
I mean, we can say that about a lot of Gremlin games, but it's still some of them, most of our games we hurt
I
ourselves.
think after they got robbed out of that game at Alcorn. Their morale was broken.
Yeah,
Like that's when we started having like a downward trend, and so I think realistically those kids' spirits was pretty much broken because they went out there and they was putting their heart and soul on their field,
yeah,
and to have to play the other team plus the officials, that's BS.
yeah, yeah. It's hard. It's hard to win that
So
way.
I would probably do Fam, Central, Jackson, Norfolk, Alcorn.
Now I do Central Fam.
Hmm.
You know what? I do Morgan 3, Alcorn 4,
I didn't even think about Morgan.
and then give me
But defensive, I think that that's a strong pick.
who I said 5 in my head. Uh, give me I'll take PV at 5 right now.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
PV would have to be in my honorable mention, seeing that I didn't put them in my top 5. But I just think that even going back to the beginning of the season with their Prairie View versus Texas Southern game, I actually watched that game and I saw the exact play when it happened. I was like, my niece was sitting here. She's at work right now. But she was sitting here watching the game with me, and when the play happened, I said, "That's gonna come back to hunt Texas Southern." And I kid you not, when they lost that game, I said, "I told you that play was gonna hurt them."
hmm.
Okay, the Blues must have won that game because that's fireworks.
Oh.
Like when they shoot, like of course baseball season is over, but when the Cardinals are playing and they get a home run, I hear the cannon because like the stadium is less than a 10-minute walk from me. It's on the next street over. So then the Enterprise Center is like right beside that. So and then the dome is the opposite direction, but all three of them are pretty much on the same street.
Yeah. Sorry, Daddy Doodle.
I know you're fine. When we
Uh,
get to the NFL, just know it's the Bears.
okay, give me 1 second. Let me help him out so he can go to bed. Move your arm out. There you go. All right, so let's look at mm, week 9 NFL. You know what? I'm gonna go full screen so we can see it.
Okay.
All right, week 9. There we go. It was Tennessee at Pittsburgh. We all chose Pitt. Black
Black
Forces.
forces.
Dallas and Philly. I actually chose Philly. Mo in Florida chose Dallas. Philly with the win. They
Dallas
had
proved
some help.
themselves out of the game.
They had some help with the referees too.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you know how I feel about that. Like we just gotta buckle down and work hard in this go round.
All right.
They gotta see us again, you know?
Yep. At home.
Yeah.
And that's my birthday. That's the day before my birthday.
Ooh.
I might try to go. I'm gonna see what the tickets
Hey,
is.
that reminded me of that time I had got you that what you call it, they fill your bottle with water.
The who?
Remember I had got you that bottle in grade school and they fill somebody drank your stuff and
Come
fill
on, yeah, my Grey Goose from drinking and pouring and put water. Yeah, I still don't know who did that. Yeah, Yeah. All right, we got Miami at Kansas City. Kansas City pulled it out. Florida went with Miami. Minnesota at Atlanta. Minnesota pulled it out. Florida went with Atlanta. Arizona at Cleveland. Cleveland threw the hard way. Cleveland with the win. Rams at Green Bay. We all mom went with Green Bay, so she got that win. Washington, the team at New England. We all went with Washington. Chicago at New Orleans. New Orleans somehow put it out. Mo got that win. Seattle at Baltimore. Baltimore with the win, so we all got that pick. Tampa Bay and Houston. Houston got that win. I chose Tampa Bay. Indy and Carolina. We all chose Carolina. Indy up with that win. The Giants and the Raiders. We all went with the Raiders. Good win for us. Buffalo and Cincinnati. Florida went with Cincinnati, so he got that win. Then San Diego and New Jersey. San Diego pulled it out, so we got that win. Great week for Monica last week.
Yay!
We went 10-4. I went 8-6. Florida went 7-7. All right, going to week 10. It is this week. We'll get Florida picks. We got Carolina and Chicago. I'm
The
going.
Bears.
She said Chicago. We got the New York Giants at Dallas.
Thank you. You already knew what I was about to say.
Yeah, the Giants they struggling big time.
Yeah, they are.
Uh, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't think they scored last week, did they?
That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't think they scored at all last week.
Indy at
Uh,
New England, that's another trash bowl to me. And like Florida feels about New Orleans, is how I feel about New England. So
all right, enough said. We got Houston at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go with Houston. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Wait, is that the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
All right, and we got Green Bay at Black Forces.
I'm gonna go with the Forces.
We got Tennessee and Tampa Bay.
Chiefs. Quote
Uh,
the Raven, nevermore.
you said Baltimore Ravens.
Uh-huh. I actually said quote the Raven, nevermore.
Well, San Francisco and Jacksonville.
Um, I'm going with Duval.
What's the name? San Francisco done lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah, they've been struggling. I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah.
They put all they mojo into Dallas, and now they've been trash since.
Well, we can answer this one for Florida. New
The
Orleans
one
and
above it
Minnesota.
too.
Huh?
You can answer that one for them too. The one above it.
Oh yeah. Who you got, Mo? New Orleans or
I'm
Minnesota?
gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Hopefully, they don't do like they did in the Super Bowl.
Wait, what? New Orleans and Minnesota.
Oh, I'm going. The Vikings. They kind of disappointed me a little bit, but I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
All right. And then you say you going with the Dirty Birds.
Yep, Dirty Birds kick for three.
Then we got
I'm gonna go
Detroit.
with them Lions because I'm a mean old lion.
Mm-hmm. We can answer this
Give me
Florida.
Seattle.
And Gino, we trust.
Yes, and Gino we trust.
All right, we got the Jets at the Raiders.
You know I love singing JETS, but in this case I'm gonna have to go with the black hole.
Be like, oh, mm-hmm. Oh, why that song be popping in my head? Oh, sorry. Oh, give me a second. Oh, gotta get out of my head. Oh,
Which song?
Sexy Red. Oh, it just
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. It popped in my head. Oh, I'm not gonna see the lyrics, but if you know
Please don't
the
sing those lyrics because I will leave the live. Please.
words.
I'm going to go with Buffalo.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a moment. Forgive me. I had a moment. Those are our picks for this week coming up.
Florida's picks will be in next week when we do the show. So it won't be the only one that we're really, really concerned about as of right now will be to make sure that he gives us his Thursday night pick because they're playing. But in general, just to let you guys know, we're not cheating. When we don't record on Tuesdays, we do send in our Thursday night pick ahead of time
Yeah.
because we want it to be fair and down the line or whatever. So yeah, we're pretty standard with that. So
Yeah.
he'll send in his pick.
If we know we're not gonna meet Tuesday or Thursday, we go ahead and send it in Thursday morning. You know, life happens when you're an adult. You know,
Yeah, he's driving right now, but I'm more than sure he's already picked. I mean, and realistically, the game tonight is a trash bowl. Um,
part one.
part one. So we're just this is fun for us. It's a time for us to decompress
Hmm.
and to do what we love to do. We love to talk about sports, and my
Now,
schedule has gotten a little bit busier.
yeah. I'm in
Uh,
the depth of school, so we about to get ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes, so even with Thanksgiving, like the school that I'm currently at, we got women's hockey, women's ice hockey, that Friday, Saturday after Thanksgiving, and because I'm gonna be in Mississippi, I'm not on the schedule that week. I'm on the schedule the following week for women's ice hockey. So it's a lot. We have 30 sports, varsity sports. That's not to include the other sports that we have like 20 of. So it's a really, really. We have one of the largest athletic Division 1 athletic departments in the country,
Mm.
and it's a lot of work to do for three people plus our GA who works pretty much full time hours. He does 40 hours a week, if not more. So
I miss it, but I don't miss it because when I
it
did football, I
it's
used to see the ball
difficult.
come up.
Cause somebody called me earlier last week and they was trying to get some high school players I think out of Georgia. They was trying to do some highlight reels and stuff like that. And they asked me if I knew somebody. I was like, I know somebody that's a videographer that can do it. I was like, but he's busy now. Like he got a family. It's
Yeah,
not like when we was younger and we ain't have responsibilities.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I ain't got the software and equipment no more to do it. So,
I'm about to say, and like
and
I'm gonna help one of the people that I know. She wants to do a highlight reel because she's
uh,
actually.
I'm gonna say this for high school though. Most of them are using Huddle, and Huddle
And that's
should
what I told them. I'm like, y'all can do huddle. They want to get it
and
out
they
to
should create their own little highlight for them.
exactly.
Yeah.
But even college students that's entering into the portal,
Mm.
y'all can still use huddle if that's the most convenient and easiest way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, um, I text my brother this earlier this week, and I'm gonna say it on the show again. Roll Tide. Nick Saban went in there doing halftime and did what needed to be done. They came back out and they did what needed to be done against LSU. Everybody kept saying, "Well, Bama, they terrible this year and this, that, and the third," but we winning. You know, we
They
climbing the
win
ranks.
quietly,
Quiet.
quietly.
You know, like people was like the season was over with when we lost to Texas early in the season. I'm like, I prefer them to lose in the beginning than to lose in the end. It's a
Yeah.
young team. They growing. Um, the kicker, he made me a little bit concerned because we struggled with kicking with our special teams a few years
Mhm.
back, and now we've been straight and dude missed a couple of free throws. Well, not free throws, Lord. I'm thinking about basketball because I done started working basketball games too. But
Mhm.
he missed a couple of field goals, and I'm just like, hey, bro, we ain't going back to what we been.
Mhm.
Need you to get your golden leg in order, because I wonder whatever happened to that kicker that used to be with Dallas.
Now he signed with somebody else.
I'm trying to remember his name. Was his name like Dan or something? I can't remember his
I can't
name.
remember either. I thought
But
he
if
signed with
he
somebody else.
lined up to kick, as Leon and God rest his soul would say, that's ATM baby, automatic money.
Rest in peace to Uncle LT. Miss you, Uncle.
And Larry Gibson, miss you every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Coach T.O. crossed my mind. I was like, you know what? We done lost a lot of people as we've been working in this field. Because somebody asked me, like, how long you been doing this? I was like, well, I started working in collegiate athletics in college in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing this a long time, then met some great people, some not so great people, lost some great people.
Yeah.
Because I ran across a post when a few days ago that was talking about Milton that used to be at the conference office that when he had passed. And so it's just keep on living, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
But Zoe got to get the babies to bed because they ain't gonna go to bed without him.
And myself.
And he got to get himself to bed because he got to be at work in the morning. Luckily,
Yeah.
I can go in a little bit later tomorrow, but I do have. I already printed out my rosters. I've printed out my game notes, and the only thing I got to do tomorrow is my line sheets. So I get to go in a little bit later. Cause I mean, but your day gonna be over with, and my game ain't gonna even be started because it don't start. Puck drop ain't until 7:10.
Ooh. 7:10, I would be sitting in front of the TV watching Grambling at Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Look, just put score updates in our chat because you know I'm gonna be working
Yeah.
and doing
You
media
might
time.
be able to catch the opening because I think it's at 6.
I already be at the arena,
Yeah.
and realistically, I got to be there about 5 o'clock. Game don't start to 7:10. If you've never been to a hockey game or worked a hockey game, it is cold.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, like one night I had on two coats, like two jackets. I was still cold. I put on thick socks that come up almost to my kneecaps. I was still cold. And then when you got to walk out of a cold arena and go outside in the Midwest and it's cold, like
Yeah.
today we didn't get over 50 something. The high on Saturday is like 55 up here. So one, I wouldn't want to be one of the football players that's got to play on Saturday. But then you know by the time the sun drops, the temperature's gonna drop. So it's gonna probably be around 30 by the time I come out the arena.
You got to get you some long johns, but don't get them from Amazon. You got to get them from out there where you at because, hear
They
me out.
not equipped for my weather.
Exactly. That's why I learned. Like you got to, if you dealing with snow and cold weather, you got to get it from that place.
Well, luckily, unlike some places in the country, we haven't had any snow yet. We've had, the hard freeze, but by the grace of God, we haven't had any snow yet, and they're saying a lot because the temperatures have dropped a whole lot quicker than they normally do.
Because I'm gonna have to reach out to my dad. He's in Pittsburgh. I remember my granddad sent me a jacket from up there. I was like, shoot, cold wear. I was nice and toasted. I was good in my jacket. My little, I think it was a little pea coat, but he got
Oh
it from
no,
Pittsburgh. So
that peacoat would get disrespected.
it was. I call it a pea coat, but it was long and it was nice. It
Oh,
was
I know what you was
nice.
talking about.
Yeah.
I have one of those like when we don't before we get to our really really cold days,
Uh-huh.
and I've been up here 2 years, and realistically, I have a big coat. From when I went to Denver in March, and it was a snowstorm that they was calling the snowpocalypse and snowmageddon. So I had a really really big coat, but I ended up leaving before the snowstorm hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the other part of our group that did not leave when we left, they got snowed in.
Mm-hmm.
All flights was grounded. We even with us trying to get out, we were supposed to leave at like noon because we was flying back into Dallas, and we didn't end up flying out until like after 3 p.m. And even with us getting on the plane, we had to sit on there because they had to de-ice the windows and stuff. So once they did that, they got us in the air and we got to Dallas. Imagine coming from Denver with a big coat, and then you get to Dallas, you like, oh, now I'm about to die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you get some rest. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have any games on Tuesday next week.
Okay. Well, I did this. I looked at I didn't look at it, but I was just I was looking at possibly Grambling schedule for next year. We know that ULL is the official first game of the season next year.
The Raging Cajuns?
Yeah. But I looked at like every SWAC West game. I flipped where we supposed to be, and then I just did SWAC East teams. So we could talk about that next week, especially if we lose tomorrow night. That you could call the season a wrap then.
Cause I don't care if they done lost every game this season. They better win in New Orleans. It's the 50th year.
I mean, as far as SWAC championship, so yeah,
Oh, supposed to say, look, we redeemed ourselves in the state fair. Now it's time to redeem ourselves with Bayou Classic.
right.
We've been down too long, and that's not Grambling.
This the 50th, so it should be spectacular. They got Boosie doing the fan. I forgot what it's called. The little
You
fan
talking
thing.
about at the venue outside the stadium?
Yeah.
Well, look like I might need to be trying to make my way to New Orleans.
Do it for me. I'll
I
be
can't.
here.
I just forgot that just that quick. I had told my brother we can go to the freaking zoo in Memphis on Saturday. As long as it ain't too cold.
Right. Right.
He, just doing something as a family. Cause this is gonna be the first time my mom is going back home since I moved her in May. So, just find some stuff to do as a family group. Cause he making us work and put up his Christmas tree Thursday.
Well, we gonna eat together as a family Sunday, and then Thanksgiving, everybody will be with their own individual families.
Okay.
But I know
We doing
my mom's side. We're not going to New Orleans this year. I gotta get ready for get the house ready for little man.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you got to do what you got to do. Responsibilities and realistically, Bayou Class is going to be there.
Right.
So, if I can't make it this year, I just plan for it better next year
Right.
and try to be in the place. But honestly, it's not as fun as it used to be. And that's because you can't even go and hang out no more without worrying if somebody gonna shoot your head off or something. Like, and
Well, you know with me.
it don't even be people that's associated with us. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody
Yeah.
that pisses me off. That people are always like when the shootings happen during Bayou Classic time in New Orleans, they always blame Southern Grambling. When realistically, we ain't gonna talk
The
about the fact that
local.
y'all have all these shootings all throughout the year.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, that
Yep.
pisses me off. All right, we thank y'all for joining us tonight. Florida didn't get a chance to get on. He was at work
Driving.
still. Oh,
Yeah.
was he driving or still at work?
One of both of them. He has with his mom, so
Yeah, so he's with his mom, so family first, and we'll see y'all next week.
I'm gonna send this
Okay.
to my cousin Chunks, man. He a Chicago Bears fan. He got a little thing where he called Club Dub. So I'm gonna see if they gonna open it up tonight.
Well,
If they don't, it ain't gonna be open.
Chicago needs a wing and a prayer, but tonight if they don't win, if they don't beat Carolina, I don't know what to say about them.
Right, right. Let's be a good struggle tonight.
Struggle win in my Jermaine Funny Man voice.
Man, will you take it easy? Thank you all for watching. Tune in, subscribe. Maybe next year we'll create a whole YouTube channel just for Free Agent Sports Blog. That'll be in the works. Be on the
And when
lookout.
we can get our schedule back the way it usually was, like, um, I do have someone who wanted to jump on at least one night with us. He's like I said, avid SWAC fan, well, HBCU football fan. Um, Matter of fact, he's in like the SWAC groups on Facebook, 80 Grimes, and he graduated from Prairie View and Tennessee State, so he knows football for the SWAC.
That's good.
I don't know about his NFL knowledge, so I'm gonna have to tell him he gonna have to brush up before he get on here. Cause we
Yeah,
talk trash.
yeah, yeah. All right,
Alcorn
this
almost
basketball
lost
game
to
got out
Xavier
of hand.
last night. Are you doing basketball this year?
I may. I'm thinking about it.
Alcorn almost lost to Xavier last night.
Ooh. Oh, shout out to Jessica, JC, and Ray. I saw
And
Ray
it's
was
funny that all of us really got our jobs at the same time. Um, except me and Ray started on the 15th of September, and JC, she had the job, but they didn't officially start her to the first. So
glad y'all back in sports. I'm gonna have to find another way to back door in there.
Um, if you, because of your responsibilities and your time restraints, what I would tell you to do, are you looking at the dog like that?
Like, what the hell wrong with it? Did you hear that? Like, what is wrong with you? You about to throw up? What you doing over there?
So my
Are you doing the ball?
recommendation, my recommendation would be to do like, because there's plenty of schools out there. My recommendation would be to do like a consultant, like contractual basis for a video, and do it that way, and see if you still have the same passion for it as you had before.
I was
Um,
thinking about reaching out, try to figure out how to reach out to ESPN and try to do some games like that.
and they will more than likely let you, because like a lot of times we don't have a whole bunch of people to do the ESPN games, and it's a lot more opportunities now because you got the ESPN Plus games.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I say, go for it. You know, if you need a recommendation, I got you.
I know my dog gonna hold it. My trigger finger gonna
Always.
hold it down.
Trigger finger. We in there.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. You take it easy, get you some rest, go kick it with your brother. How you gonna end the show like that? How you just gonna cut out like that on me? How she gonna do me like that? Who's that? Somebody calling her. All right, Mon is gone. Y'all take it easy. Thank you for tuning in once again.